And welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Sonia, and in today's video I wanted to do something fun for Christmas in July. So I will be sharing 3 of my favorite cookie recipes. I have shared these before on my channel, but I have put them into one video so you guys can get all 3 recipes all at once without going and looking for them. So without further ado, let's get right into the video, and don't forget to hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and let me know down in the comments if you're going to be trying any of these recipes. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today for my 12 days of Christmas baking, I am making a Christmas crack, and I am going to make one with walnuts and one with crushed candy cane. So because I'm doing a double batch, I need 2 cups of butter, 2 cups of brown sugar packed, about 80 of these crackers. These are soda crackers. And then I will need 4 cups of chocolate chips, and then half a teaspoon of coarse salt if I want to add it with walnuts, but I'm not sure that I will do, so I will just do walnuts on one and candy cane on the other one. Probably won't use all of it, but I just filled up the little bowls. So I'm going to start assembling it. So just before I started assembling, I preheated my oven to 350. And then I sprayed my non-stick pan with some non-stick spray and added a parchment paper to it, and then I put about 40 crackers down. Probably could have fit a little bit more, but the recipe called for 40, so I kind of wanted to stick to that. And I did this to 2 pans because I'm going to be doing 2 different toppings. So I wanted to have 2 different pans. And once this is assembled, I'm going to move over to my stove, and I'm going to start cooking the little, melting butter with sugar. And this will be your sticking and your crunchy part of the Christmas crack, like your almost like your toffee part of the Christmas crack. So I just added the whole butter. You can cut it up too, and sugar, and I'm going to melt it together, stirring frequently. And because my butter was at room temperature, it was easy to break it down with the spoon. So once that was all melted down, I poured half of it on each, and then I used my wooden spoon to spread it out around. It would probably work better if the pan was it didn't have that much room, or if I added more crackers, then the crackers wouldn't move so much, but it wasn't a big deal. So once I had this all spread out, I put it in the oven for, I would say it took about 8 minutes, or depending on your oven, you want to keep it in there until it's bubbling. And once it's bubbling, you want to take it out. So at this point, when it's done nice and bubbly, you turn the oven off. And this is an important step. And then you add, I was adding all of my chocolate chips. I just split the amount into two pans, trying to cover as much as I can. But don't worry if you don't cover some parts. It will be easily spreadable once it's melted. And then I put it back into the turned off oven for about 4 minutes, took it out. This was enough time just to help the chocolate melt even more, and then I just used my little spreader, and without pressing at all, I just spread the chocolate around. And then immediately after, I added my toppings, and like I said, I was using chopped walnuts as well as crushed candy cane. And then I let this cool on on the counter, and then I put it in the fridge before breaking it up. These are so easy to make and taste absolutely delicious, and I love putting them in the little bags with nice little ribbon and giving them away or using them as basket fillers for my DIY Christmas gifts. Well, I hope you had enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. The cakes that I picked out are no bake, and they're very simple to make. There's very few ingredients, so I'm going to get started and show you what you need and how you make it. I'm making a double batch, so you will need some walnuts. You will need about 150 grams of walnuts. You will need 200 grams of cookie graham crackers. These are the ones I use because I love them, and for me they taste the best, but any will do. And then Nutella. So you need about 500 grams of Nutella. So there's about 1 kilogram in here. So I will be using the whole thing because I'm doing a double batch, but if you're doing a single batch, you only need half. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grind up my walnuts. I don't do quite well with walnuts. I was hoping to find hazelnuts because walnuts make my mouth itch a little bit, but I couldn't. The store that I went to didn't have hazelnuts, so I'll just do walnuts.
Okay, our report's all squared away. Thanks so much for everything. We really appreciate it.
So I like using the manual one because it gets them ground up really fine. Then I'm going to measure out 400 grams of the graham crackers, crumbs.
But somehow still I wanna have someone to hold, walking through the falling snow. I'm trying to tell you in every way, but now I'll get it done. I'm not going away and right around the mistletoe.
Now I'm going to add the whole thing of Nutella. You gotta excuse me while I go lick my fingers. Now I'm going to mix this up. I'm going to use my hands. Now I'm going to form them into balls. So I'm adding more crumbs over here so I can roll these into a ball, and then I'm going to roll them here, and I'm going to put them over here, and then they're going to go in a freezer to freeze a little bit, and then I'm going to be storing them in this container that I picked up at the dollar store. It's a food safe container. It comes with the lid, and I will be separating the layers with parchment paper. for the balls, forming of the balls, I'm just using a small scoop from Tempered Chef. And that gives me a perfect size. Give it a little roll. And roll them in. Here they are, all done. I got 91 truffles. So I'm going to put them in a freezer for about 2 hours, and then I'm going to transfer them into the container and into the freezer. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. And if you are brand new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe, stick around, and until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peanut butter squares, which I have a recipe over on my blog. I am making double recipe. So for double recipe, you need 1 cup of butter, half a cup of peanut butter, 3 cups of icing sugar, 2 large eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and 4 cups of ground up either arrowroot cookies, graham crackers, or any other ground up cookie type of thing that you have. So I'm going to start with creaming my butter first, and the peanut butter and sugar all together. And then once you are done, for the topping, you will need 1 cup of chocolate chips and 1 cup of 2 cups of chocolate chips and 1 cup of peanut butter, but we'll get to that in a minute. So first I'm going to cream the first amount of peanut butter and sugar with some butter. You want a butter to be somewhat of a room temperature. And then after that has creamed together, I will be mixing in the egg and vanilla, followed by the crumbs, cookie crumbs. Once that is finished, I'm just going to scrape all the batter off the little paddle, and then I'm going to prep my baking sheets. I'm actually using the taller one. They're more like lasagna pans, just because I want a little bit of thickness in the bars. And I'm going to press them into this. Now this is a little bit tricky. You can really roll it out. You can really press it out. You just kind of have to work with it. I tried rolling it out, which didn't work. Then I used extra parchment paper on top just to push it into the corners, and that works somewhat. What I should have done is use my rolling pin over top of the parchment paper. I think that probably would have worked the best. Then I'm going to bake it at 350 Fahrenheit, a preheated oven, for 15 to 20 minutes until an inserted wooden toothpick comes out clean. And while that is baking, I am going to melt my chocolate chips and second amount of peanut butter in a small saucepan. And then once that is all melted and combined, I will be spread it over top of the baked squares, and then I'm going to cool the whole thing in a fridge. Here they are all finished. They are so delicious and a huge hit with my family. They have a bit of a chewy consistency, which we like. They do get softer in over time, so when they first come out, they're a little bit more harder, but then they get softer in the fridge. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.